So, you just spent hours creating your competitive and market analysis, and maybe you have a detailed SWOT from that. Well, now what? The truth is, this is where most teams get stuck. But let me show you how you can use AI to go from here's what we know, here's what we found, to here's how we're actually going to win. I'm going to show you that right now. So, this is a SWOT analysis that I created. This is a real company, a friend of mine's company. And what I did is I did some competitive analysis. I used deep research and I did some competitive analysis, market analysis. And I used that to really create this SWOT analysis, right? And it's really good. Each one has the insight and the evidence. And it's really great information, great intelligence. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't tell leadership, how are we going to go and compete? Right? How are we going to go and win? And that's where the 7 powers framework comes into play. So I'm going to show you what I did here. So I loaded the competitive and market analysis along with that SWOT into Claude and used my structured prompt that I have here. And I ask it to apply 2 key frameworks, playing to win and the 7 powers. Playing to win is really all about what are the aspirations, right? Where are we going to go and play? How are we going to go win? What capabilities and processes need to be in place in order to do that? Now, the first thing before we get into this that I want to show you is I want you to notice how this is structured, right? This is executive ready. Literally an executive or board member could read this in 10 minutes and could understand what the strategy is. That is very, very important. And oftentimes that is a big miss for companies. So already we've got a great structure there, but we're looking at, again, here's our core aspiration. Where are we going to play? What segments are we going to go after? What geographies, product portfolio? How are we going to win? What are those core differentiation elements that we need? And then what capabilities must be in place? Technical capabilities, organizational capabilities, data and security, etc. And then what management systems are required? Now, this is a great time to show that this isn't just generic advice that it's giving you, right? It's literally saying, go build a regulatory calendar-driven roadmap, right? Design a build versus partner decision framework. Shift your KPIs from just output and activities to actionable revenue protection, right? This is really important. This is also, if you took the leadership of various departments and you gave them this plan, they would understand what needs to be done. This is very actionable, and they would know how to go and begin to implement it. So that gets us through the first framework of playing to win. Now, the 7 powers, this is actual really gold, right? Because what you're identifying is what are the competitive advantages that they own right now today, but also which ones are they building towards and which ones should they avoid. So in this particular instance, they've got 3 key powers that they possess. And they've even weighted them, right? The switching cost is the strongest power for this one. The cornered resources is a significant power. And then the moderate power is process power, right? Not your strongest one, but still worth putting there in the priorities. Then it's going to identify what should we build towards. In this instance, they need to counter-positioning, they need to implement counter-positioning. How are they going to go up against the competition? What are the things that they can do to position themselves in a way that makes them indispensable? And then scale economies, right? That's another big one. But then here is what they want to avoid. Don't pursue these powers. It's not worth your time and effort. A great example here is branding. This particular company is seen as a more legacy brand compared to the newer incumbent, right? The newer competitors that have entered the market. And brand equity is a problem that was identified in the competitive research and the market analysis. And it's not strong enough to command a premium pricing just yet. Brand refresh would be good. It would be really good, but it's not worthwhile as a primary power right now, as a primary action. So again, really great and thoughtful advice. So why does this matter to your capacity crisis? Well, this level of work would take weeks and weeks and weeks. And if you brought in strategy consultants, you might shave off a week or so, but you're going to pay upwards of $50,000 to $100,000. But you can get this level of strategic thinking in an afternoon. Now, let me be very clear on something. I am not suggesting that you should delegate or outsource your strategic thinking. Absolutely not. And not replace it either. AI is not replacing your strategic thinking. You are simply compressing research and synthesis so you and your leadership team can make smarter decisions faster. That's what this is all about. Smarter decisions faster. This is the exact framework I do with my go-to-market planning sprints, market and competitive analysis, SWOT, 7 powers, strategic positioning. And from there, it becomes a much quicker, much more seamless, much smoother to create smarter marketing campaigns, sales plays, product roadmap, partnership strategy, etc., etc. If this is something that you think would help you in your business, I am scheduling January planning sprints right now. So drop a comment below or shoot me a DM, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through this in more detail and how it could impact your business. In the meantime, good luck with your planning. Take care.